What's up, everyone? Alright, so me and my buddy Wanos here.
What's going on?
We had an idea for a SMITE 2 crossover with Scooby-Doo. Now, SMITE, the base game, has had tons of kind of crossovers. The first one, for instance, I believe was anime, and then they had Transformers, and then after that, who else did they have?
They did Avatar, and then my favorite personally is Slipknot. I love Slipknot, and I think they did an amazing job with masks and everything.
I remember because Poseidon had some of the best skins, and I don't even think I got close to collecting all of them, which sucks, but absolutely loved it. But we're going to talk about each of the gang, some monsters, what their skins could do, kind of a little version of it to where we tell you why we chose this god. But we just want to ask you guys, if you guys like it, please let us know. Subscribe to the channel as well. Comment down below what you guys think about it. If you guys don't even know anything about SMITE, first off, I don't know why you clicked the video, but I hope you guys enjoy this.
Here for Scooby-Doo.
Well, that is true. So first up for the gang, because we're going to start with them, is Fred. Apollo right here. His ultimate would transform into the mystery machine, and he drives that into the air. You can pick up a couple of your friends and just drive around with them. It's really, really fun, and I really, really love it.
I'm gonna go hunt some ghosts.
Exactly. And next up is Daphne Amaterasu. Daphne's shown she is a martial art pro. Plus, during the Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed movie, she fought the Black Knight Ghost using a halberd, which I know Amaterasu does not use a halberd, but it still would be really, really cool to see Amaterasu and Daphne kind of mix, because the dash would be really cool, and then her ultimate would also be really, really nice seeing her use it. Now, finally, of the gang that I'm going to use, and that's Velma, and that is Princess Bari. Now, the issue we had with her is because Velma is kind of difficult to really figure out what she can do, because, you know, she really is knowledgeable and she thinks more. So originally we thought Thoth would be a really good choice for her, but the problem is Thoth isn't in the game. So maybe if this was in a future, you know, crossover where a lot more of the gods were released, especially Thoth, they could do this, but Princess Bari would honestly be a perfect pick, but not 100%. So I'm gonna let Wanos talk about some of the other gods we chose.
So for Shaggy, we did Giannis. I found Cyborg Shaggy. I thought it was really funny. So his 2 would be a like double cheeseburger with like a cheese attached to it. Just like you're gonna get hit by a double cheeseburger, you're gonna get type 2 eventually.
Yeah.
So his ultimate would just be him shooting out the giant Scooby snack. Like, bro's just giving you the food at that point. Trying to figure out what his 1 would be. Not too sure. Like the bar, actually that's his 3, my bad.
Yeah, the bar.
But
threshold.
I mean,
it could be like some chocolate sauce sprayed on the ground or something. That's what originally I was thinking, and it could be really, really good. Or like ketchup or mustard,
ketchup would be
a condiment, or like fondue.
Or we can have like all the ingredients of a sandwich, like in a whole line.
Like half a sub.
Yeah, just
like you're building the sub.
Yeah, you're building the sub.
That would actually kind of
gives
cool.
you the energy. Next one is Cerberus for Scooby-Doo. I mean, he had practically a Cerberus look at one point. I think it would be funny to see that. And also, I would personally like to see Scrappy hold on to the tail. And you know, when Cerberus jumps, just him holding on for dear life. But you know, I think that would be pretty cool to see. I think and the Ward skin, honestly, Scrappy Doo make the most sense. I mean, he's tiny.
Scrappy Doo, because we have the Cat Butler Ward skin, would be really nice. But the other thing I just thought about is a box of Scooby snacks.
Oh yeah, a box of Scooby's actually.
Yeah, and they can spell it like SNAX, you know, how they did in the show.
Everybody's gonna be coming from this test for.
I would definitely spend a couple $100 on this game if they ever did that. The next one is like the teleporter effect. Your wallet's right there, so I really could. The teleporter effect from Conquest. You could do a version of the mystery machine. You could go to the old red and black one, or instead you can just keep the original mystery machine. If you don't get the Fred skin for Apollo where you use that mystery machine, instead you can use the teleport effect, which would be really, really cool to see. Now we're gonna get into some of the villains. So we have 5 villains that could be really cool, and then we also have a couple honorable mentions, and then we also have like some late game add-ons. But yeah, so let's begin with number 1, Minor 49er. Now this one is kind of going to be a little interesting. I think it works the best, and that is Chalk. His axe, instead of it being that huge axe, it could be a pickaxe, And when he turns it into rain, when he throws it, instead of getting the acid rain that you would normally get, you would get either gold flakes or oil, depending on, you know, which one you wanted for the rain coming down. I think it would make really, really good sense. And I think Chalk is the best pick that we have right now in Smite 2 for that god, or for Minor 49er skin. Now, do you want to do this next one, or should I?
Demon Farmer or Thanatos? I mean, Demon Farmer just wields a scythe. Thanatos wields a scythe. Scythe. I mean, it just kind of works out in that. Plus, honestly, seeing a Scarecrow of Thanatos would be pretty dang cool.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't get that in Smite 1. Like I said, I looked it up and it said it was the Thanatos skin, and I was just like,
that's a piece of bread.
That's literally a piece of bread, which I have that skin, and trust me, yeah, no. I don't have the burnt skin, but I still have them. But next up is Moto Shandu for Jormungandr. Now, the giant sea serpent from What's New Scooby-Doo could be a really, really good pick for Jormungandr, since they are both giant serpents. Plus, Moto's blue water-like attacks could really work well with all the poison pools that Yorm creates whenever he pops out of the water, or pops out of the ground, or just, you know, throws him out on the ground. And it would be really cool to see him kind of jump in and jump out of the water.
Or it's just a big puppy.
Yeah, exactly. Now, next up is Lord Infernicus, and I'm going to talk about this one because I am really excited about this one. So this one is for Agni. We do not have Swagni, which really sucks because Swagni is like my favorite skin of Smite 1 at least. Probably not, I'm just saying. But we really need a good alternative skin for Agni since we only have one. And plus, seeing him, the fire, plus, you know, his head's on fire, it really works in tandem. So literally Lord Infernicus and Agni would just make a perfect mix.
And we did the Frozen Fiend, which we already know that Nisha had a hockey skin already back in Smite 1, but adding this one to replace that one, but this one would be a tier 5. So you would start off like a normal hockey player, and then you would slowly turn into this Frozen Fiend as you know, as you get more kills and as the game progresses. Yeah. You know, his bounce, instead of him throwing a ring, it would just be hockey pucks. I think that would be pretty cool. It pucked basically.
Yeah,
that was. And then, you know, changing his staff into a hockey stick would be pretty cool.
Yeah, they already did that for the Playmaker skin. That's why I said in the script, like, it can kind of build where it slowly gains the ice effect, where the ice starts appearing more on the stick. It starts covering him. So instead of the Playmaker, it is now the Frozen Fiend. It would be really, really cool. So next up, we have, honestly, some interesting ones. So Captain Cutler Scuba skin could be really cool for Yemoja. Honestly, she needs a variety of skins, and we believe this would make a perfect skin for her. Her portals could be reskinned into the hulls of blasted out sunken ships, and then the rest of her abilities, I mean, she really doesn't have to change much because she is water based, so it would make really, really good sense. And I mean, if you look here, she really doesn't have much other skins that are really, really interesting. At least to me, they're not that interesting.
They could always change the water to like a green radioactive like gush or something like that to better, you know, complement
Yemoja.
Yeah.
And now
Cutler.
the next one is the Spooky Space Kook. Now this one personally is for me. I kind of begged him to help me out with this one. And it's kind of a stretch, but Mercury would probably be the best one since he doesn't use any weapons. At first we thought Alpoish, and then we also thought, who else did we think for him? I don't really remember who else we thought.
Someone who wielded a sword. I don't remember who.
Probably. Oh, Hercules.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it wouldn't really work, so I think Mercury would probably be for the best.
Oh, we thought of Willix.
No, Willix was for Velma that we thought of.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so Spooky Space Kook and Mercury would probably be the best choice because they would pretty much be the coolest ones. So now we're going to final up with the later game add-ons. And now if they ever did a part 2 or did this later in the game's life, we will eventually get a couple of these gods. So we need some skins for them too. Now I'll let you start off.
Oh yeah, this was my favorite one. So if they ever added Camazots and the Pterodactyl ghost skin, I mean, I love Camazots. I think he's just a derpy little dude. Definitely one of my favorite gods in Smite 1 for sure. You know, I mean, it would just replace the already known Pterodactyl skin, or we can just get both of them.
That is true. It could be kind of like they can mix both those Pterodactyl skins into how they do a lot of their other skins, like this Tracker Syndicate, how you have like 4 different versions of oh, where is it? I feel so stupid now that I can't find it. Oh, how they have the 4 different versions of the Crimson Kraken Poseidon skin, all the different colors. You would get just different colors of camouflage. I think that's how they're gonna do it anyway.
Honestly, well, I mean, they could make the one that's a pterodactyl ghost more cartoon looky, kind of like how they did the cartoon
Cthulhu's,
yeah,
cartoon Cthulhu. I don't know how it was called. Now,
Cartoolu.
yeah, I think that's what it was. Cartoolu.
Okay.
Now, next up is Outwash. Now, I did say this for Spooky Space Kook, and I did write it down that Spooky Space Kook could really be good for Outwash, since it would be cool kind of seeing him launch little versions of himself and see them running across the battlefield. Because in the show, he actually had like copies of himself just sitting in storage bays to kind of give like a creepier, spookier effect. So it would be really, really cool. And I know that some people would probably say, well, what about the Wiki Tiki or the Tiki monster from the first series? That would be cool too, but it kind of feels a little bit too on the nose. So we kind of want to give a little bit of a difference. And now I'll let you have the final one.
So we did Jing Tian for Headless Horror. I mean, Jing Tian doesn't really have like a head, and I think Headless Horror and Jing Tian have kind of like the same build. Just seeing like a scary dude just front flip towards you would just be...
That would be really creepy because, well, the Headless Horror in the Mystery Incorporated show is a little bit more lanky, but he does throw, like he gets into a fight with an archaeologist and then like throws the guy.
Yeah.
And
isn't it like he brings him in and then just shoots him out toward... No, he does the spin.
No, Xingqian, yeah, he grabs his axe and then that's his ultimate is he'll do a swing. He'll pick up everybody with that axe and then you get to direct where they get thrown out at. So yeah, it would be really, really cool to see Xingqian get the Headless Horror. And so yeah, thank you guys for listening. Like I said earlier in the video, like it, comment down below what you guys think about this, and then also subscribe to the channel so we get a little bit bigger each and every single time. We already broke my record that I wanted for myself, which was getting 200 subscribers by my birthday, and we still we blasted that by 2 months. So you guys rock. And I will catch you guys later. Do you have any final statement?
We're gonna go to abandoned buildings and find ghosts.
I'm down for that. I'll fight a ghost.
I'll fight a ghost. Just punch in the air.
Yeah. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.